Bureau, I'm going to make it better by change the title, make it more uh, informative. So I'm going to go to Format Bureau, General, and for title, I'm going to name it Total Volume and Average Monthly Return by Headquarters. I'll just call it HQ Location. This looks like more informative name. And next, I'm going to introduce a slicer here because here we are using the entire data sample. So there's different months within this data sample, but I want to use a slicer so I can kind of focus on, zoom in on certain months. So to do that, I will go to, again, Format, Build Variable, and I'm going to first click outside the existing variable. So it's going to be unselected. Then I can introduce a new variable by clicking on this slicer. So a blank slicer appears here. I'm going to define this slicer by dragging this year month data field here. Okay, so it's going to define the slicer. Now this slicer appears. It's a kind of a range slicer. It goes from 2022 December to 2023 December. And I probably want to filter out the December of 2022. So I'm going to click on this slicer. I'm going to define a filter on this variable here. So under Filters pane, under the filters on this variable, I'm going to change this a little bit. So under the filter type, I'm going to choose Advanced Filtering and Show Items when the value is. I'm going to make the value being greater than 2022 12. So I'm only going to show year month that's greater than 2022 12. So basically that means I'm only going to see those months in 2023. Okay, I'm going to click on Apply Filter. Then now this slicer changed to the minimum value being 2023 01 and the maximum value being the 2023 12. You can kind of adjust those two endpoints so that we're focusing on particular months. So this is going to be between May and August of 2023. You can actually make them overlap. So now I'm only focusing on August of 2023. And this map now is only going to show you the average stock return in August 2023 for particular locations. Okay, so this is a filter, a slicer for the time period. I also want to introduce another slicer to define which headquarter state I want to look at. I'm going to focus on a particular state. So to do that, again, click outside all the existing variables before you can define new variables. So I'm going to again click on this slicer. So here a new slicer is introduced, and I'm going to use the headquarter state, this data field, to define this slicer. So I'm going to drop it here. Okay, now I have a list of all the states the S&P 500 firms are located in. Now I can make this looks even nicer. I can, for example, focus on California. Now the map automatically zoom into California and shows different cities where S&P 500 firms are located. Okay, and again, the bubble still exists. The bubble size tells you about the trading volume. The color of the bubble tells you the average return of firms in that location. All right, you can go to, say, Georgia, and well, the map is going to be relocated to this part of the country. Apparently, most of the firms are located in Atlanta, and some of them are in Columbus. All right, So that's, again, we have now two slicers. One can help you focus on certain time periods. The other slicer can help you focus on certain states in the country. All right, if you uncheck those slicers, then this map is going to be restored to the original, where we have all the states and we have the entire sample period included.